Greetings one and all, this is Rhythm Works and welcome to my channel, and today I'm calling this video Quitting While I'm Trying to Quit. Now, everything was basically fine, you know, as per normal, as per usual, until like late last night when something just basically just fell on me, you know. It was like a weight just fell on me in terms of what exactly I was doing with my hobby of gaming, you know. I mean, just my initial hobby of gaming, just sitting down and playing games, putting on my headset and getting immersed in the gaming action, you know. A weight just fell on me, like a great big weight of responsibility in you know, in putting up stuff and basically, you know, just putting up stuff, you know, and kind of neglecting the core love of gaming. And I just felt I just couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't do it, and I was ready to literally close my YouTube account and delete all my friends from my PSN and just switch off, just literally switch off, because I was following my advice that I gave to a lot of people, in which I basically said, look, if this gaming thing feels like a chore, then you need to stop, or at least take a break. But from my perspective, I just wanted to stop. You know what I mean? You know, because I was just getting too involved in it. And, you know, I have a day job too, you know, and I just felt that it was just getting on top in terms of, you know, doing what I do and, you know, just trying to bring inclusion and integration. That's what I'm about. I'm about integration and networking. You know, it really isn't about making this a career, because I think I'm late in the game where that is concerned. However, you know, I'm one of these people that I've got a whole lot of ideas in terms of marketing and stuff. Is like, you know, I can do that shit all day long, you know what I mean, and just bring different things to the table, you know, and create some kind of interest, you know. And that's what I wanted to do in relation to gaming. In my music, I do the same thing. I don't sing the regular stuff that other people sing, or the type of music, you know what I mean, and the type of style of music. You know, I try to be eclectic in taste to appeal to a wide audience. So for me, it's like gaming is the same thing. I try and bring something different to the table within games that we all like. And, you know, Fight Night Champion, it was a game and is a game that literally, well, it wasn't even Fight Night Champion, it was Fight Night Round 4. That game turned on my PS3, and Far Cry 3 turned me on to first-person shooters, you know. And, you know, with people in the community playing the games that they basically like, you know, I've been inspired by them. But then being inspired and basically trying to play the games and running a channel and things like that, it just kind of takes the fun out, you know. And I just felt an overwhelming sense of reluctance and resignation with my channel, and I just wanted to stop, literally. And I was ready to switch off, delete everything, you know. And it wasn't in offense with anybody in particular. I just felt that, you know, I didn't want to be regarded as someone who's trying to compete with anybody, because that's not my intention. My thing is to bring people together and just to integrate. I just love talking to you guys, you know. And with streaming, I just thought it was like a different, you know, it was a different way of basically taking the, you know, my channel, and indeed everyone else's channel, to a different level. You know, some people, you know, aren't in it as deep, and there are people who are in it even deeper. But my thing at the end of the day is like, you know, we're living in a social world right now with Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff, and I don't see why, you know, why YouTube, you know, should be any different, you know. So, but anyway, I'm kind of digressing. But yeah, I was ready to basically stop until I saw a chat invitation. So I was just gonna click onto that, and once I'd done that, I was expecting actually the chat room to be closed, you know, but I didn't realize, you know, if I think it was HZ Gaming that actually sent me the invitation, and I didn't realize if he was still up or not, and I think it had something to do with the interview, which I was gonna basically honor before I actually finished with everybody, but you know, it all depended on whether or not the chat room was going to be open, and if it wasn't open, I was going to just quit and done and finish. But it was open, and when I got inside the room, it was no fewer than 5 people in there. You know, there was the great 10 more, Fight Night's Finest, Dave the Rip One, AC Carnage, and HZ Gaming. You know, and I was just ready to tell them, look, I'm done, I'm finished, what have you, you know, and they were basically saying to me, no, you can't leave, you can't leave, you can't leave. But at that point, I'd really made up my mind, you know what I mean? But I wasn't saying what I was saying to basically gain any sympathy or anything like that, because really I wasn't going to talk to nobody, you know, but just something just told me to just go into the chat invitation, you know, and I just basically thought it was going to be HZ Gaming on his own, and I was just going to just tell him. And I know HZ would have just basically said, well, look, just do what you got to basically do, you know what I mean, and that's it. But, you know, I was ambushed by 5 people, man. And Dave the Rip One was the ringleader with his slim shady shit. So he scared me into not freaking retiring. I'm only kidding. Yeah, man, it's all good, you know. And you know, and even at that point, you know, I had ideas for the league that they were basically doing and what have you, because despite everything, is like, you know, I'm still a man with ideas. You know, I've always got ideas, you know, as to how to make things, you know, different and more appealing, and, you know, and do stuff to just gain interest, because what we're doing essentially is nothing new. It's gameplay, you know, it's all gameplay, but we have to integrate the gameplay with other social aspects of channels, you know, and of tournaments and things like that, just to make it more interesting and to keep the vibe up, you know. And with my passion for that in general, you know, it was kind of understood that that's what they wanted me to basically start doing, just basically, you know, pitching ideas and stuff and get the stupid notion of quitting out of my head, and they succeeded, I've got to say. So big up 10, big up, well, even though 10 wasn't saying anything, big up Fight Night Finest, Dave the Rip One, AC Carnage, and AC Gaming. Thank you very much. I am not quitting. You know, I might take more time and step back a little bit just to kind of, you know, look at things from the outside, but I will still contribute for whatever you need me to contribute towards in relation to the Fight Night tournament, because I didn't realize you guys, you know, don't fight, you know, you guys are not into OWC that regular, do you know what I mean? You know, that was interesting to kind of find out. And, you know, you guys are basically just concentrating on the league and what have you, and I admire you guys for that, I really do, you know. And enough props to HZ Gaming, because he's the one that actually is turning the nuts and bolts in the whole thing, you know what I mean, you know, and he spends a lot of time doing what he's basically doing, you know. So I've got to give him props and credit for that, you know. So no, I'm not quitting, you know. I was about to take a 180-degree turn, but now I've turned around again. And I've put up this this Fight Night champion video with the famous icon that is me, that you see on my idents and stuff. And this is a match against Pemby 66 actually. Ah, the glory days, the glory days. So yeah, you know, so just to let you know that I'm not quitting, but I'm kind of, you know, I'm just taking time with this thing now. Do you know what I mean? You know, and thanks for appreciating what I do, and thanks for appreciating the very fact of my intentions in just basically just bringing people together. You know what I mean? That's all it is about. You know, subs is subs, views is basically views, but sometimes your whole perspective on something can basically be changed and be inspired by just a handful of people, and it's these handful of people that, you know, that actually made me quit while I was trying to quit. So ending on that note, thank you guys, and thank everybody else, you know, for appreciating what I do, and that's all I can say, really. And I will link you guys with something else very, very soon. But until then, have a blessed day, happy gaming, and Dave, you don't have to send, you know, you don't have to look for me. I'm here. All right. So tone that Slim Shady shit down to a minimum. All right. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.